It's the Extra Time brought to you by Globen. Hello and welcome into the studio. Kasey with us, as is Ali and Frank.
I tell you, if you lose England tomorrow, I'm normally off.
There's no chance.
But I swear, I pass by the studio just to say hi.
Don't know.
Frank, come in. I'll pick you up, Frank.
Oh, thank you very much.
Come in with me,
yeah.
we'll
I just want to see your face, live. Say.
And he might have a couple Scotsmen as well on the show, which would love that more than anything.
Yeah.
Just put you under pressure.
I know.
Yeah.
I know it is. It is. Thank you as always for your tweets. We'll get to your tweets in a moment. I'm not sure if you saw this. This was absolutely brilliant. This is our colleagues ESPN Brazil interviewing a young fan of Serbia ahead of their clash against Brazil. This is what he said.
Nestor, what are you going to expect for the match on Thursday?
I think that Serbia will win 3-0 for Brazil because Mitrovic will score 2 goals for the start, and the second half Vlahovic will score because the whole defense is terrifying, and Neymar is gonna fall and cry like a baby.
It's just such a brilliant accent, isn't it? I love it. It's fantastic. It's so convincing.
Didn't quite work out that way, though.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I mean, that kid could beat me up, couldn't he?
Hey, come on.
Hey, the bar is low there. The bar is very low.
Sorry, yes, yeah. Okay, happy Thanksgiving, says the first tweet. With the first round of group matches done, who disappointed you the most and who ended up impressing you the most?
Well, clearly Argentina for me.
It was a big disappointment for you.
It has to be. I mean, most people they thought that they could win the World Cup. Well, of course, it's not the end of it. And Spain lost in 2010 their first game. I think it was against Switzerland. But they showed something else.
Right.
We saw almost nothing.
Yeah.
We saw what we saw before, where if Messi is not at the top of the top, Argentina can do nothing. And we thought it was a different Argentina.
So was Messi the biggest disappointment for you as well?
No.
Because why does Messi get a pass?
No, because that's what we were all expecting before, because they weren't that good. We thought they would be better, and with the great Messi, they would be perfect. I think Messi cannot do everything, and when you expect too much from your genius, it doesn't work.
Well, Germany have to be in that conversation as well.
I forgot they lost.
You hate the Germans.
What?
You hate the Germans. It's why they're not part of the conversation.
No, if I hated the Germans, I would be remembering that they lost. It was just I was off yesterday, I think.
But for 70 minutes, they're cruising.
Right.
And again, we talked about sometimes the overconfidence or whatever it was. And we still know that this is a German side that is still begging for a world-class striker to finish things off. And we know Japan's a tenacious little, you'd like it. They're like a little, like a little Jack Russell Terrier biting at your ankles the whole time. So, but they embarrassed you in the end, and Germany has to be disappointed.
Best player, most impressed player, Jude Bellingham, obviously, I suppose.
Well, he's good.
Yeah, Jude was good.
Yeah.
Well, Gavi was pretty good.
Gavi wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Richarlison, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Richarlison, not a bad strike.
That doesn't hurt.
Olivier Giroud, 2 goals.
Yeah, Mbappe is still giving nightmares to the Australian.
Yeah.
I tried to find a defender because I hate naming strikers.
Right, go on then.
They couldn't find any.
Godin.
Godin,
yeah. Oh, yeah. 0-0, clean sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Any changes made to your predictions after the first round of games? We know Xhaka's now gone from Argentina to Brazil. He quickly did that. Anything? You obviously won Denmark-Brazil final.
Yeah, Denmark-Brazil final. And I said that Canada is going to go far.
Right.
So I'm not changing anything.
No?
No, so far so
good. There was
good.
moments where Canada looked good.
They lost, though.
I know that, but there were some moments where...
If I remember my prediction, I think I put Costa Rica going through.
How does that work?
Yes.
I met Navas lately, so I guess the other guy will be... but I can change my mind about Costa Rica.
I had Qatar going through.
Oh, you did well than me.
Why do you do this to yourself? Nobody had mentioned the possibility that you had Qatar. Can I just go back to the initial question?
No, we've moved on.
No, because he just mentioned Costa Rica. Can it be that my most impressive, or who I've been most impressed by, is Spain, and least impressed or most disappointed, Costa Rica, and their inability to compete in that game?
Yeah.
it's a World Cup, man. And some of these guys were walking around when they were already losing 4-0, and it's like, it's all right, good. It's all right, guys. It's cool.
Yeah.
No! I would kill to be in the World Cup. These guys were taking it for granted while they're getting beat, by the way.
It's also tough, Ollie, because, CONCACAF at times, gets a little that maybe we shouldn't have as many bids in the World Cup. Panama had a tough World Cup.
Yep. How's CONCACAF got on? Lost? Drew?
Lost.
Drew.
Yes. Mexico, U.S. drew, Canada, and lost. So, but it's one thing losing the way Canada lost.
Right.
Against a team like Belgium, who for big sections of that match, they outplayed Belgium. But to Ollie's point, to roll over and just allow yourself a whooping is
Belgium
unacceptable.
Belgium could be in the discussion. Because even if they won, really, I saw nothing. I was so disappointed by their game. And even De Bruyne seemed to be lost.
He had a tough day.
Upset, frustrated. That wasn't the Belgium team that I used to.
He was given the man of the match, by the way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good for him.
There we go.
I hope he accepted it.
I also had Iran to go through.
Oh, you're on fire. Okay.
Okay, for all, the World Cup has had 4 0-0 matches already, whereas there was only 1 in 2018. Why do you think that is? Is it the time of year the tournament's being played? Is it more competitive tournament? Does VAR, auto-offsides limit goal scoring, or something else?
Anomaly.
Just an anomaly?
Yeah,
just the way it is?
Just happened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Some of the decision-making by coaches has been very, very conservative.
We're talking about Uruguay, just don't lose.
And in the case of Uruguay, for example, so they play South Korea, right? You would think that that's a game that they're thinking, we got to get 3 points here, because after that is going to be Portugal and Ghana. So maybe this is where you play with the intent to win, and you put your numbers forward and you take a chance. You win this game, you set up the group in a different manner than what it is now. Now you're going to struggle to get out. I just don't understand the conservative approach of teams, certainly when you're playing against a team that I think is gettable in the case of South Korea.
But I think some of that conservatism comes from the statistics that show you if you lose your first game, how hard it is for you to get out of that first round. So at least if I got a point in the bag in the first game, I can make adjustments after that and give myself an opportunity in that third game to win, help my goal difference, whatever. But then also on the flip side, if you start with 3 points, the statistics of going through as well.
For me, I think some so-called smaller teams, they've done the job defensively and they've been very tuned in and they worked all together. But I think overall, I would say I found some clumsiness on the last pass, the assist. In the final third, I said, wow, no, you're professional, man. You can't miss that one. Many times I wondered, oh, wow. Is it because, as you say, an anomaly, or it is because, players are less technical than before? I don't know.
Did you guys find you played significantly better with your club team or national team?
Well, I'd like to think that I had some pretty good games for both, but I think there's times. I think there's times where whatever the setup is for whichever, that you just feel really comfortable in that environment. Right. You have times where, when you go in with the national team, it's almost like a break from football. I don't know, Frank, Ollie, if you...
That's completely the opposite.
Okay.
I never felt comfortable with the national team. I felt so relieved when I was
even living in England, getting a chance to go back to France.
I almost went into it. I enjoyed my time. Every time I was playing with the club, and I like part of the family. Right. And the reunion that we have with the national team, even if I had good games, good games, I never felt that I was at 100%. I could launch a long ball. I like the long passes, the long range. I don't know. I felt like everybody had an eye on me. Like if you do bad, you miss one pass, they're going to be smashed the day after. Be kicked out. Why is it easy with the national team? Where I never felt that with the club.
Isn't that weird?
No, I would go. Hey, I'll play in a Gold Cup instead of going back to preseason. I'd rather just kind of play some competitive matches.
I never said that I didn't enjoy my time. I enjoyed my time.
You hated it.
He pretty much did say that.
So that's the translation that you made of it. Yeah. But no. I enjoyed my time being with the national team, but I never felt absolutely
comfortable
without any pressure.
Right.
the roles change for me. Playing for the club and playing for country. For club, you're thinking, okay, I want to score this weekend, right? That's what you're preparing for because that's your job. You're a striker, you're there to score goals. For country is hold on to the ball, draw some fouls, make it difficult for the defenders because we're playing against Brazil or we're playing against Argentina or we're playing whoever in a World Cup qualifier and we know we're not getting many chances. So we're going to absorb a lot of pressure, we're going to draw a lot of fouls, so it's a different mindset. The other thing I would say is the pressure of playing for the national team either elevates your game or puts you in a place in which you no longer belong at that level. I don't think there's an in-between there. You find players that are able to play at that level and then other guys who come in for a couple of call-ups and clearly from the very beginning they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel right, they can't quite express themselves and they do not belong in that conversation. And elevating your level at the national team, if you're able to take that to your club, I think that's the key. Because that means that whatever you've been able to do in this pressure environment, you take it to your club and you're able to perform in that sort of pressure, with that sort of level, with that sort of intensity and urgency on a continuous basis, on a consistent basis with your club level, it's only going to make you better on both.
For me, it was also, when I went to England, there was no league in America.
Right.
I was in England 4 years before MLS started. And then coming home with the national team and playing games was my connection to the American fan.
Okay.
And it was that opportunity then to be in different cities and play big games and, play that kind of side where, I didn't have that. And then when I was in Europe for 17 years, okay, I'm home now. I'm in this tournament. I'm in this game. It's, okay, cool.
Here's that connection.
Here's that connection that I never had until I was able to go home with the Sounders at the end of my career to truly kind of engage at home with the fans.
I'll put it to you this way, Dan. My greatest achievement as a player is finishing 4th in Copa America 2011.
Not winning
3 MLS Cups. That's not
okay.
Well, that was great, and that's something that I'm very proud of. That run in Copa America 2011, that put us in a different category, and it made you feel part of something special.
Cornwall FC never called me up. Frank's been having some problems today. No turtleneck. And what happens, Frank? Your shirt keeps going under your jacket?
Yes, I have a problem. I think it's a shirt just to wear a tie with.
Where's the turtleneck gone?
Where's the tie?
No, I think today it's Thanksgiving, so it's different level. So and I'm invited. I'm going straight after. I'm going to Dan Thomas' place, and I promise you, I'm going to vacuum the house after I leave, and I'm going to put everything in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I'm going to put everything. Yeah. Kasey is with me, so
I'll help you out.
We're going to make sure the house is the Thomas are clean.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, Kasey, since you played in Europe during the majority of your career, how did you typically spend the Thanksgiving holiday?
Typically, it would be invite some teammates over.
Right.
Kind of try to have as typical a Thanksgiving as you can have, even though it's just training in the morning and just a normal day. I did upset my wife one time because it was Thanksgiving and I was somewhat injured.
Okay.
And
what is somewhat injured?
Well, I was playing, but I really shouldn't be playing.
Okay.
All right.
And
brave souls.
And I wasn't happy with the situation, and so I had made some phone calls after training, and I flew to Munich to see Bayern Munich's doctor that afternoon.
Right.
And Kristen had been cooking and turkeys and everything, and I spent the whole day in.
What was the name of the doctor in Germany?
It was Müller-Wohlfahrt.
Oh yeah.
So I went and saw Müller-Wohlfahrt, and
is he a famous doctor for those?
Very famous doctor.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about him as if.
Have you been seen by him, Dan?
No, he's
and so yes,
did he say you need to pierce your ear?
No, it was.
And if you want to see further, many holes in the ear.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If I'd known that,
I know.
I wouldn't have had to go, and I wouldn't have upset Kristen.
Okay, she could have just got a knitting needle, shoved it in your ear.
That's it.
Perfect.
Why doesn't he take you seriously?
Final question.
No, he doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want culture is not something
That's no
he's very
culture,
interested about.
no culture, yes. Happy Turkey Day, boys. Dan, how fun is Frank at parties on a scale from 1 to 10? Oh, he's a 10. Frank's great company. He's brilliant.
Finally, we have something nice coming out of Nance Thomas' mouth.
No, but
about myself.
No, but you're good for a party because you're just there.
I'm always good because I'm a nice guy towards others. So even if I'm a bad person, you're not supposed to know.
I don't think anyone's accusing you of being a bad person.
Well, yeah,
I've never heard
No, he's
anybody
being quite
refer.
critical.
Hey, watch out for that Frank Leboeuf guy. That's a bad guy right there.
Yeah. You're gonna see it. The other side of the coin. You know,
There you
never
go.
know.
And we got Thanksgiving at mine now tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I burn
got
your
my
house. Maybe I burn your house. You know, you don't know. House down.
It's a bit aggressive, isn't it?
I don't know.
You have an insurance or?
Yeah, we come in handy at the moment.
Okay, good.
There we go. There we are.
I'm always good.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the turkey.
There we go.
Hey!
There it was. It's back.
There it is. The turkey. Oh, you like the turkey?
I heard it now.
It was cute.
There we
It
go.
was cute.
I thought somebody was laughing.
It's going to be quite the evening. That is it. ESPN FC is back on your screens tomorrow. So much to talk about. Our Thanksgiving dinner and England against USA.
Hey!
Whoa.
Come on, guys, don't fight.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.